Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up! I made this beautiful card with products from Stampin' Up! I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions on my website, and I also have some links for the products that you might like. If you click those links, you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up! You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I am using Beautifully Happy, and you can find this on page 13 in the Sale-a-Bration brochure. It's an extra fancy stamp set, but you can get it for free with a $100 order. I'm also using the split card textures dies, and I'm using the double oval punch. I'm going to just use one fun flower resin shape. My inks are Mossy Meadow, Pumpkin Pie, Pear Pizzazz, and Daffodil Delight. My cardstock is Daffodil Delight, and I have 2 pieces of basic white. I am using the thick basic white for this top layer that I'm going to die cut. You could use the regular, but I think it gives a little bit extra body with the thick, and you could use either the thick or the thin for the inside layer. You're going to use some strips. My white is a strip that's 1¼ inches wide, and the Mossy Meadow is 1½ inches wide, and this is for cutting out our punches. My Daffodil Delight card base is my typical 5½ by 8½, scored at 4¼ and creased. And I'm going to start out by using the thick basic white with that die. So I lifted you up so you can see a little bit better. And I'm using the number 1 platform, the big heavy platform, the number 2 die cutting plate, and I'm using a cut up plate, the basic white, and I'm using this kind of, I don't know, lacy kind of die. I'll put a piece of washi tape on there and cover it up, roll it through, and you will get confetti. Most of this really pops out, or you can use a poker tool. So I'll show you the way I honestly really do use it is I just put it in my hand and hold it that way. It does come with a foam, and you can put it on here. I like to keep my foam in a stamp case because that also helps corral some of the confetti and makes it easy to kind of pour out of here. If the pieces get stuck here, I actually use any straight surface, but this makes a really nice scraper to get it off of there. I am using the Stamparatus for my stamping, mostly to make it easier for my customers, some of whom are new at stamping. But honestly, this stamp set with the clear photopolymer, it is 2-step stamping, but it's really easy to get it laid out where you want it. So I've already got this marked. This does have a lot of pieces that all coordinate. And I want to start with the outline stamp, and I want to tuck in the leaves as close as I can get in here, and it's actually going to go off the edge here a little bit. Tucking a stamp pad or a stamp case underneath, and I'm using Mossy Meadow for the outline. And I'm going to set the Mossy Meadow aside for a little bit. Switch out my plates. And this plate is going to color these leaves. I'm using Pear Pizzazz. And then there's some pieces, this piece is pretty close, so they have put that on a separate plate, and I probably should have. So I'm going to put it on this plate going this direction. And stamp there. And I'm going to color my flowers in Daffodil Delight, so that's another plate. So 4 stamps. But it came out beautiful. I'm going to use a jewel for the center of that flower. On the inside piece, I'm going to do this little flower, and I'll show you how easy it is to line those up. So I'm just going to stamp that there. You could tip it at an angle if you'd like. Daffodil Delight for the flower. And you do have to put your head right over it. So I'm going to stamp down there. And there's this little teeny tiny stamen. I'm going to stamp that in Pumpkin Pie. Tiniest little stamp. But look what a big difference it makes. I've also got a stamp to color in these parts down here, this bud. There you go. And then I want to stamp my greeting on the white. And I'm going to stamp that in Mossy Meadow. For a very happy birthday. And then with the punch, I'm going to use the little oval. I guess I can do it upside down. I'm left-handed, but I'm going to punch that out. An oval is the same upside down and right side up. And I'll punch the scallop oval. So I'm going to put the inside layer in. This just goes in with whatever adhesive you like to use. I never brought the video down, so let me do that. So this goes on the inside with an 1/8 of an inch border. This side, I'm going to get my little dimensionals, and I'll get my big dimensionals. For most of this card, I can use the big dimensionals. And I especially want to support near the edge there. And maybe one more. This is probably not necessary there. But I do want to use the minis in these centers here. Especially along the edge. And maybe one more just for fun. This goes on the front with that 8-inch border. Looks like I've got one dimensional showing a little bit there. I think that's going to be okay. I can put this one on with dimensionals. And we'll put that up here. And we'll put the greetings in there. I usually put the glue on the greeting and then the greeting on the larger piece. Not doing it this time. And then we'll put a resin flower. I think I'm gonna put a big one on just to see how it looks. Yeah, I think the big one looks fine too, either way. So there you go, for a very happy birthday. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. Just click the links and you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Home near the top of my page and you'll find lots of resources. Under Shop, you can find the products I offer to make crafting more convenient, how to get free products with my frequent shopper rewards, and a link to my online store at Stampin' Up! Click Inspiration to scroll all my projects back to 2011, most with detailed directions and videos. Though the products in those older projects have been retired, you may find techniques, layouts, or color combinations to inspire you today. If you're new to stamping, you might want to look at the basics. You'll find how to cut card bases and layers, what's special about Stampin' Up! Stamps, and some of my favorite tools. Under Organization, you'll find lots of free resources such as catalog tabs, labels and case inserts, color tools, and much more. You can take a tour of my craft wall. More organization means more time for stamping. You can learn about my Evernote notebook. I have a note for every current product that Stampin' Up! Has for sale right now. And you can sort them all by the type of product. You can search just for the stamps. You can search just for the designer series paper. You can search for the phrase that you want or an image that you would like to use. You can search all the products that come in a particular color. It really makes finding just exactly what you want very easy. And you can create your own notebook and search through all of the things that you own to find just what you need. Come stamp with me here in Ventura County, California, or get the best deal of all and join my team of crafters. The team is called SIP Together, and it stands for Stamps, Ink, and Paper Together. The team is made of crafters who want to save money on the products they buy, share with a few friends, or start a Stampin' Up! Business like mine. Be sure to subscribe to my website and on my YouTube channel. I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks for joining me. Talk to you soon.